Boom. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it now. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I know if you're on Facebook or YouTube, y'all can't hear my music. I get it. But that the song just gets me hyped. My music for the night. Listen, 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 listen. I'm coming on a little later than normal. Y'all know I'm normally here by now. But uh, go tell your friends, family. Because what I'm about to do, first off, make sure you can hear me. Say we can hear, we can hear, we can hear. I got a client that said to me that was telling me something about their relationship. So I wanted to do a live tonight. Signs he is too controlling. Oh, this gonna be good. Signs he's too controlling. Now, you ever been in a relationship that you think that I'm about to give you, Wendy, the 7 signs that he's too controlling. Yo, share this. Share this with anybody. Because, y'all, a lot of times we can avoid heartache when we understand. Now, sometimes you let your emotions get in the way. But sometimes I'm about to put y'all in the game. For real, for real. What's up, Lori? Great dimples in the building, y'all. Yo, so tonight we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you the 7 signs that he is too controlling. But the first thing I want to do is I want to tell you all that I got something. If you stay to the end, I got something for you. Now, but what I want to do is, before I do that, right about this time, I always tell you, I always want to know your name and where you're checking in from. Your name and where you're checking in from. What is your name? Now look, tell me your name and where you're checking in from, all right? I want to know that because I want to make sure that, that I properly acknowledge you, because you could be anywhere in the country, but you're here. Latoya from Virginia in the building. Tony from Tennessee in the building. Monica, my AKA my stylist on Unfaithful, caught in the act. Yes, in the building. What's that? What's up, Marilyn? How you doing? In the building, Chandra from Charlotte, North Carolina. I want to pronounce your name. Is that Chelon from New York City? I'm sure. I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly. We got Daisy from Mississippi in the building. Jennifer from Texas in the building. Miss Remarkable from North Carolina, North Kakalaki in the building. Hawaiian, Charlotte from California in the building. Ida from New Jersey in the building. Sam from Baltimore in the building. Constance from Oklahoma in the building. Lenora from Georgia in the building. Tasha from OKC in the building. You know, peace and love. President accounting for. All right. Good, 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 good. Let's see. I want to make sure I got every Marie from Nowlands in the building. All right. So I want to make sure that I properly recognize you. Lee from Atlanta. Somebody said I just scared him. Oh God, don't say that. Somebody said I scared him. You thought I was the other guy that passed. No, not me. I'm still very much alive. Wendy McCoy from Louisville, Kentucky in the building. All right, y'all. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about, so I want you to invite people, share this live, because I got TikTok, I got Instagram, I got Facebook, and I have YouTube in the building. So now we're going to talk about 7 signs that he is too controlling. Now I want to give you a backstory. Now your backstory. Thank you, Latoya. My spirit is kind, not like Kevin Samuels. I assure you that he and I are much, much different, because I want everybody to win, and I don't believe in dehumanizing people to get a point across. That's not me. I believe that everybody should level up, but you will never hear me talk like that. All right, but that's all that I'm going to say about that. Now, all right, so I got a client. And this client was telling me about this relationship that they're in. All right. Now, the client, who some of my clients are hard-headed, you know, just like my mama used to say I was hard-headed. So my client, I tell her to do one thing to vet a person. I teach her how to ask subconscious questions. I teach her how to get below the surface of the person and how to delve into the subconscious of the person so you can truly get to know them. Now, this particular client, and I always tell her, you're hard-headed. You're just hard-headed. Now, but what she does is she will get in a relationship and allow her emotions to take over. She will allow her emotions to lead her decision-making. And I tell her that is a recipe for disaster. And so she began telling me about this gentleman that she was dating. And then I told her, I said, it sounds like he is super controlling. Matter of fact, he's too controlling. And this is going to lead you down a path that is not going to be conducive to your mental and emotional health. Well, she didn't listen to Coach, but I'm always here when my clients come back and they're hurting, and I patch them up like a father would, or a big brother or uncle would, all right, or a brother. And because a lot of my clients are over 40, 45, 50 years old, and I patch them up, tell them what we did wrong. So I wanted to give you 7 signs that a man is too controlling. And so I need you to consciously be aware of what I'm saying. So go grab your pencils, your pads, and I need you to take notes. Or if you do it on your damn phone, take notes on your phone, because I'm about to give you some game. I'm about to spit some knowledge to you that is going to help save you, many of you, emotionally. All right? So I'm going to give you 7 signs. They're in no particular order, but these 7 signs, I want you to be aware of them. Number one, he guilts you into doing stuff. He guilts you into doing stuff, like, for instance, you spend time with your friends, but you can't spend time with me when he wants you to do something. Oh, your last guy, you did this, but you won't have oral sex with me. Okay. Oh, you don't love me enough to loan me money. Oh, I thought we were into each other. And remember, what's happening is, and a lot of y'all gonna say these are narcissistic tendencies. Sure, they could be. Doesn't mean he's a narcissist, because some of you have controlling tendencies. I always tell people there are 18 characteristics that describe a narcissist, and what they want to say is you want to be 14 or more of them. Truth is, every human being, all of us, have 5 or 6 of them. So somebody can say you're a narcissist, but I don't throw that term around easily. But I want you to understand. So the first sign is he guilts you into doing stuff. Has he ever said, "Well, you did it for such and such. You did it for him. Oh, you can't stay over my house, but you can stay over your friend's house. You can stay over your mother's house or your sister's house, or you can do things with them that, but you want to leave me out here." So what he is, the first thing that a man does is that is too controlling is, I won't say the first thing. One of the things that he does is that he guilts you into doing things. Have you ever had a guy to guilt you into doing things? He wants to make you feel bad about a decision that you've made. All right? He wants to make you feel guilty about that decision. That is number one. Number two, if a guy is too controlling. Number two, he wants to isolate you from your friends or family. He wants to isolate you from the things that you did prior to him. He wants to keep you, why it's me and you against the world. Oh, why is it that you got to spend time with your girlfriends? Why do you always have to go out with your girlfriends? Now listen, y'all. Listen, a well-rounded person, you went out with your girlfriends before you met him, but now you can't go out with your girlfriend since you met him. Because what happens is he wants to isolate you. Why is that on holidays you got to be with your family? Why is it that it just can't be us? Now, why is it that he wants to isolate you? He wants to isolate you because when a person can isolate you, they gain a measure of control on you. All right? So think about it, y'all. They don't want you talking to your friends. They don't want you discussing the relationship with them. Okay? Does that make sense? And so what they want to do is to isolate you, keep you away. And you know what? And you know how you know? Because they say things like this: keep people out of our personal business. All right? No, I don't want you telling them about what we're doing. And so if you get to the point where you are not telling people about your relationship, then you will internalize, you will suppress any form of abuse. You will internalize all of the things that are wrong because he has made you feel like that you saying something about it is betraying the relationship. Ooh-wee. Coach, you in the building today. Coach, you are in the building. And so when this isolation occurs, it first occurs very subtly. Like this. Hey, why don't you just kick it with me tonight? Why don't me and you just just do us? You know what? I just want to spend some time with you. Thank you. I appreciate you said you feeling the yellow. Yeah, but I had to break y'all something. But anyway, so y'all, I just need you to understand about that isolation. All right. You know what? That QBBW said, I experienced this. Yeah, y'all. I'm just putting y'all up. My thing is the word says the word says my people perish for lack of knowledge. But when you look at the translation deeper for that, it says, my people perish because they reject the knowledge. Ooh. So how many of you are going to listen to this, but you're going to reject it because it doesn't line up with what you like to happen? And so many times what we do is we will see something. In psychology, it's called a blind spot. And I'll give you an example of what this is. You ever notice, some of y'all got kids, right? And you know how the topic tonight is 7 signs that he's too controlling. Somebody came in late. But you ever had a kid, you got kids, and you tell your kid, hey, go in there and get me the ketchup. But the kid playing a game, and the kid don't really want to go in there and get you the ketchup. And the kid says, and what the kid says is, I don't know how. And then so they finally, grudgingly, they go into the cabinet and look for the ketchup. And what is the first thing that y'all ever had them say something like this? I don't see it. Ain't no ketchup in here. Ain't no ketchup in here. But you know there's ketchup in there because you were just in there earlier that day or the day before. And you're like, the ketchup is in there. I'm telling you, look for the ketchup. But they said, I don't see the ketchup. So you go in there and you go, like, here's the ketchup. And what they're saying is, what the ketchup was always right there. The problem is that they did not want to see the ketchup. It's called a blind spot, where something is looking right at you, but you don't want to see it. And because you don't want to see it, you don't see it, even though it's looking you right in the face. And that's the thing about relationships. A lot of times when someone is really controlling, when someone is really controlling, what happens is you don't want to see it. So you've created a blind spot. Who was that? Hold on. Your homie for life says, I'm listening. This is a sign from the Most High, because I rarely hop onto anyone's lives. And someone told me to click on yours today. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you, because at the end of the day, my job is to help transform people's lives. And that's what I'm here for. Number 3, 7 signs he is controlling, too controlling, is, he frequently criticizes you. But what he does is he plays it off, or he minimizes it as, I was just playing. I was just joking. And so this is called negging. And what he does is say things like, oh, that promotion ain't that big. You ain't managing but 3 people now. And so what it does is, y'all call it little digs, but it's really called, the term is called negging, where he will jab at you about your hair. He'll jab at you about your weight. He will jab at you, but it's not necessarily jealousy, peace and love. Let me tell you what it is. What it is a form of control. And I'm going to explain it to you. It's a form of control. So watch what happens. Whenever I say something about you, right? What happens is, and you ever notice how the person that says something about you, you want to do something so that person, you want to get approval from them, confirmation from them, affirmation from them. You was like, well, does my hair look okay today? Do my clothes look okay today? Or do I look fat in here today, in this outfit today? So what happens, and then you begin looking for the approval, that person's approval. And when you begin looking for that person's approval, that person's affirmation, now that person has a measure of control with you, because you're always looking for their validation. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is a super powerful one. Super powerful one. And so I want you guys to understand, this is a form of control. Okay, it is a form of control. And whenever you see that, and I have ways, and I have a way to communicate with that. I always tell a person, this is where I teach my people to communicate with that. And I always say, here's how it works. I say, wow, you've insulted me several times. Now, because you've insulted me, I don't, is it that you want to make me feel bad on purpose? Is that the reason you keep insulting me? So when you ask a person the question that way, all of a sudden you don't disregard what they're saying. You're meeting it head on, and now the person is caught in a quandary because now they've got to address what it is that they've done to you. And then you say, well, I just want to know because the things that you've done are quite offensive to me. Ooh, but you didn't do it aggressively. You didn't do it combatively. And now that person has to deal with the way you've communicated in a way that deals with the actual behavior. Yo, I'm just saying. Hey, Sustenance Apparel says, I love you. I'm caught in the act with Tammy Roman. The word needs more men to speak the truth. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching the show. Okay. And so that is number 3. That is number 3. All right. Number four of 7 signs that he is too controlling is, this is a true narcissistic behavior. It's almost abusive. I call it the superficially charmed person. Okay, when I say superficially charmed, because here's what they'll do. They'll compliment you in one instance, but then when you do something that they disapprove of, then they will talk to you like you're a dog. They'll abuse you. They'll say, you stupid. First, they might say, oh, you're so lovely. Then they'll come back and say, you're dumb, you're stupid, or you're not very smart. So what they do is, and this is a typical abuser. This is how a trauma bond. You've heard the word trauma bond? People use trauma bond incorrectly most of the time. A true trauma bond is when you have an abuser, and then the abuser goes from charming love bombing to abuse. And they take you on this cycle back and forth. And then you, as the person, find yourself wanting to get the approval of the abuser. That's so you get bonded to them. You get bonded to the way that they interact with you. They go from good to bad, praise to dehumanization. And this abuse goes back and forth, but you get bonded to the abuser because now you want to please them. You want to have them to affirm you. And but that's what a true trauma bond is. All right. And someone just said, oh my God, this has been my whole life for 8 years. And you need to reach out to me. Reach out to me in my bio. You need to book a session and let me help you. You need to book a discovery session and let me help you out of this. But y'all, I'm just teaching y'all the game. All right? And so I'm teaching y'all how narcissists will ruin your life. Now, it doesn't mean everybody that is controlling is a narcissist. Someone, Peace and Love says, do you believe an abuser can be redeemed? I believe anybody can be redeemed. But the first part of being of redemption is you saying, I need help. You acknowledging that I have a problem. But a lot of people don't want to acknowledge it. A lot of people don't acknowledge it. And because you don't acknowledge it, then you cannot be redeemed. That is just my opinion. No, it's not my opinion. It's fact. I already know it. Number 5, signs they're too controlling. They threaten you either subtly or overtly. If you don't give me sex, I'm going to cheat. Okay? If you don't give me money, I'll get it from somewhere else. A threat is not just, if you don't do this, I'm going to hit you. No, that's not the kind of threat I'm talking about. I'm talking about the kind of threat that when they threaten you, they're saying, if you don't, and you can put those three words in front of that. If you don't, if you don't do this, I'm going to do this. Yo, that is insidious. I assure you that it is insidious. And when a person does that, when a person does that, what happens is, and you begin to do it, because once they make the threat and then you acquiesce, oh my goodness, that is when the cycle of control and abuse will start. I'm just saying. Number six, he's too controlling. He gaslights you constantly and consistently. The term gaslighting is a new term that people use, but the term goes back to a movie that was called Gaslight in the 40s. And Gaslight in the 40s, what the movie was there was a man he was married to a woman, and he would move things around in the house, and he would make the woman think that she is crazy. She was crazy. And so in true gaslighting means that when the other person does things, says things to make you question your own reality. Like, you saw the text on their phone from another lady. You saw it. But the person says, you ain't see no text. You just insecure. See, there you go again. And what they want to do is make you feel insecure about you. They want to make you question your very reality. You ever heard somebody say, they want to say, your ass crazy, you crazy. And so whenever they use that kind of terminology, what they're doing is called gaslighting. And gaslighting makes you question your own reality. And when somebody can get you to question your own reality, they can control you. Wow, y'all. Wow. And last but not least, when a person is too controlling, is when you're with them, you feel like you're walking on eggshells. You feel like anything you do will they will not approve of it. Okay, anything you do might upset the apple cart. Anything you do might make them mad. Anything you do might set them off. Anything you do. Evolving just said, I swear y'all be asking dumb questions. There are no dumb questions, huh? There are no dumb questions. So y'all don't feel like the questions are dumb. You can ask me anything. Yes, I do offer virtual couples therapy. You have to book a discovery session. Go up in my bio, click on the discovery link tree, click on the discovery session, book it, and we can go from there. But you feel like you're walking on eggshells. Whenever a person makes you feel like you're walking on eggshells, then there is an element of control in the relationship that needs to be expressed, examined, analyzed, communicated about, all of the above. And so those are the seven things to know. He's too controlling. And if he's too controlling, listen, y'all, I'm going to say this to y'all. Some of us stay in a relationship. We stay because we either feel like we cannot have another relationship, another type of relationship, or we feel like that, that I won't get anybody better. But that's a limiting belief. We feel like something is better than nothing. That's a limiting belief. And the truth is, y'all, you can have what you want. I'm getting people in my academy. People 60 years old are getting in relationships. 50 years old are getting in relationships. 45, 40 years old. Y'all, you might think that you will never love again. Let me tell you this. You will have what you believe. But the truth of it is, y'all, a lot of people, I told people, I did a session in my academy last night. And we do a round table on Sundays. And I told them this. I said, to have a community of all you women, close to 100 women, and I said, where you can share, there are a lot of women out there who don't have anybody. And the only thing that they have are the thoughts in their own head. You see, when you can get encouragement, when not only you get encouragement, but you can get knowledge from me and other coaches like me. Because what you do when you can get knowledge, when you can get support, because y'all, as long as you have it just going in your head, what happens, you're telling yourself a story. And this story, all of you think, if you ask me a question here, I can answer the question, but I don't know the context. I don't know how you got there. I don't know what happened prior to. I don't know. So it's just coming up. Cross my, and so, and KB just says, is it ever okay to return to an ex? Yes, but I don't know your situation. And what I say, it is sometimes okay. Then let me give you the times when it is okay. It is okay to return to an ex if these criteria met. Number one, if one person in the relationship is fundamentally different. Number two, if both people are fundamentally different. Or number three, the energy is fundamentally different. If those three are not in alignment, then no, don't go back. And see, you would know, I don't know that because I have not talked to you about your relationship. And so y'all, a lot of us, you out here trying to handle this on your own. You out here trying to deal with this on your own. And what I'm going to tell y'all is this right here. If y'all, in my relationship academy, we meet 3 times a week. And it's so amazing. And then we have thousands of hours in our back office. We record everything, every class. So as of this week, y'all, I've got 20 of my classes I'm gonna make available to y'all. You can buy each class individually, or you can join my Relationship Academy and get them for free. But most of us, we just want a quick fix. We don't want to work on ourselves. And so I'm going to give you 2 options now. I'm going to give you 2 ways. Number one, if anybody wants to change, I want you to go to the Relationship Academy. It's the relationshipacademy.co. And once you join, the relationshipacademy.co. And once you join, you can have a session with me. Now, a session is $450, but you'll get it for free if you join. If you're really ready to change, there are close to 100 women in there, might be 30 in any given night. But if you're not ready, then don't. But if you are ready, or if you don't want to join the Relationship Academy and you just want a session with me, go to my link tree. Go to my link tree or go to my website, CoachKenCanyon.com, CoachKenCanyon.com, book a discovery session. And once you book the session, email me and we'll set up a time for both of us. Email me at CoachKenCanyon@gmail.com. Okay? But a lot of people ain't ready. Now, I'm going to tell you this, though. And I'm going to give y'all a gift tonight. I'm going to give y'all a gift. My wife and I are touring right now. We're doing a tour called Candid Conversations because I truly believe that men and women need to start talking to each other, not at each other. And we had our first one for the tour. It sold out. Our first one on the tour sold out June 22nd. It was local in my area in North Carolina, Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem. We're having another one July 27th. It's going to be sold out. Tickets are selling like crazy. But this go round, we're doing it virtually. And y'all, and I want y'all to come. So if you come virtually, here's what I'm going to do. You can buy, we didn't offer virtual the first time, but we are so many people wanted to see it. If you want to see Candid Conversations, because we film it, it's live, it's high quality. All you have to do is buy, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a gift. Buy a virtual ticket. Go to my bio, click on my bio, and buy a virtual ticket, whether you're on TikTok, Instagram. If you're on YouTube, go to my bio, you'll see it, and you can click on it, and you can buy a virtual ticket. If you buy a virtual ticket or an in-person ticket, here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna do this until it sells out. I'm going to give you a copy of my book. I wrote an ebook, combo ebook, called Just Ask 50 Questions to Know If He's the One. The individual sessions are 90 minutes, flavor twist. But it's 50 questions, but now we revised it to 250 questions. So, because most of us don't know how to vet people. I wrote this book so you could learn how to vet people, how to ask the right questions so you don't get emotionally enthralled. But if you go, here's what you do. Get a virtual ticket. It's $20. All right. I'm going to give you my ebook that costs $50. All you got to do is email me at coachkencanyon@gmail.com. coachkencanyon@gmail.com, and I will send you the ebook for free. I'll send it to you for free. Go to my link tree, or go to my bio. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, go to my bio. If you're on Instagram, go to my link tree. If you're on TikTok, go to my link tree. And then what I want you to do is buy a virtual ticket to our Candid Conversations. Email me when you do it at coachkencanyon@gmail, and I will give you my Just Ask ebook. 50 questions to know if he's the one. Now it's 250 questions to know if he's the one. This book will help you. It's a combo. It's going to help you because it's a relationship. It's got a whole bunch of stuff in it. I made 3 books in one, and I'm going to give it to you for free. All you got to do is email me at coachkencanyon@gmail and say, I got my virtual ticket to Candid Conversations. All right. Now, if you were to book a discovery call session, I'll give it to you for free too. All right. That is my time, y'all, for tonight. I just wanted to come on tonight and give y'all some information, and so that I can help you transform your life. All right. I appreciate y'all. Go get your ticket to Candid Conversations, and then email me so I can send you your book for free. Just ask 50 questions to know if he's the one. That's 250 questions. All right, y'all. I'm out.